And I knew I forgot something. Well, hello, everybody. Come on in. Seeing a couple of our lovely faces in here already. Lovely to see you all. If you are just coming in and you are not coming in from the Discord, make sure that you go ahead and check in at that link right down here, right below my head right now. You will be able to grab, our check-in link, get all of the fun things that you need in order to redeem your fun, super fun swag points. That is pretty much it. Yeah, so I'm going to give you a minute to get checked in and set up and get everything ready. And then I'm going to go ahead and share some resources in the chat. So first and foremost, what we are going to do is create an application. Not create an application. We're going to do a couple of things today. So first and foremost, I promised on stream yesterday to clean up some of our work from yesterday. Oh, awesome. Thank you for typing that in. I promised on stream yesterday to clean up some of the work that we did yesterday. Oh, amazing. To clean up some of the work that we did yesterday with our script, and then also get our final data set, I suppose, uploaded up onto Kaggle. So for those of you who are wondering what we did in part 1, which for me was yesterday, we did a ton of different stuff. And then today we're going to kind of wrap those things up and then continue on building out our mobile app. So for tools and resources that you'll need, I'll kind of share them as we go along if you want to follow along with me. There will be a GitHub repository updated at the very end with everything that you kind of need. And that will be good for you to go from there. Now, what I'm also going to do is, a couple of different things, actually a ton of different things. So first and foremost, we're going to turn the music back on so we're not sitting here in silence, just in case I take an extra second or two to think. Second of all, I finally set up my dual setup, which is so nice. I'm going to do 30%. We're going to do a little bit for some rock. Yeah, there we go. We'll do that. And then the next thing that I want to do is to get my kind of downloaded data from yesterday all settled. So it's kind of all over the place. I wonder if I never downloaded. Yeah, okay. So for context, I probably never downloaded that. So let me start kind of from the beginning. We'll start from where we started yesterday, and then we will go from there. I'm going to leave the check-in link on the screen for the next minute or two, but at the point where we might need, to change it, we'll go ahead and swap it over. I'm going to share this screen, and then I'm going to also go ahead and worry about it. Drag this guy down and drag this down as well. So many tabs open today, so we'll deal with it later. Do not disturb is on, and my screen is shared. Awesome. Cool. So yesterday what we did was we looked at Kaggle, and specifically what we looked at was the Netflix sales data. Or not the Netflix price data. There we go. That's what it was called. It was sales price, something along those lines. And from here, Corey, are you having a cold? Not really. My nose is super red, which looks kind of funny right now. The reason why is because I just ordered a couch and it just arrived right before the stream, and I was rolling around trying to get this couch up to my apartment. But I'm good, honestly. I feel great. But I always have a little bit of a runny nose, especially around this cold-ish time. But I do appreciate your always appreciated. All right, cool. So this is the Netflix price data that we used. In part 1, we spent a lot of time looking for the right data set, and then we spent time finding to look like the way we wanted it to. So for context, what we were thinking of using, and I'll show this to you from earlier, we were thinking of using the training, the recommendation algorithm for training data. So for this, we need a users class, right? An item and a rating. And this Netflix data had all of that information, but it had it in, first of all, either a text file or a CSV, and not, the way that we wanted it, really. So what we did on Monday or yesterday is we spent a lot of time trying to find kind of that perfect data set, and then we spent a lot more time trying to get it to work the way that we wanted it to. So writing out that script and then getting it sorted from there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off that little check-in button now. If you still need the check-in link, I'll drop it in the chat after. But I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. And then so we have, let's see, combined data is downloading now. It is pretty big data sets. And then we also have this for testing predictions before submitting. Qualifying data set used to test predictions. Interesting. This is to predict specific movies potentially. I'm not sure how this test data set works, but either way, what we can do now is go back to our script here, and we are going to need to do some minor edits to the script. Most specifically, we're going to need to be able to use a different we're going to need to use a different we're going to need to make some changes to the script to get it to work with 4 different text files. So we're going to do the ratings data file, right? So this is ratings data file 1, ratings data file 2, and this is combined data 2.txt, then ratings data file 3, and then finally ratings data file 4. So this is from here, and then we also just downloaded our other text zip files zipped. So we're going to unzip these super quickly and grab them from there. I do not need these open. So that's data 4, data 2, and data 3. So we're going to drop this in here, move it over to the location that it needs to be at. Data 2, data 3, and data 4. Perfect. And now I can happily delete all of these. I might leave. Actually, no, I could always just re-download it and feed them. But I just copied them over to that file location. So we're going to trash all these guys. Let me open up comments, make sure I'm not missing anything. We're all good there. Cool. We've got these all set. So now what I want to do is in our merge.py is, open up ratings data file 1, and then go ahead and do this again for ratings data file 2, ratings data file 3, and ratings data file 3, and finally ratings data file 4. So we're going to do data file 1, data file 2, data file 3, and data file 4. And this, in theory, right, should work through all of these and generate all of them into one merged ratings.csv file. Now, what I do want to do is figure out a way to split up test versus train data directly in this script. So let me see. Last time we used ChatGPT for a lot of this stuff. Let's see if we can do some fun stuff with Cursor today. I'm gonna go ahead and open up Cursor. For those of you who are not familiar, we were doing a lot of this fun stuff. We're gonna go ahead and file. Open. Yeah, I want to save. I want to close out this thing. Well, that's not helpful. Cursor. It is like my second time. Okay, open the project. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and open, I think it's in my documents folder and in here. Yes, Scout Script. I'm going to go ahead and open up Scout Script here in Cursor. So we have this whole lovely thing, right? And then there is also, first of all, like a little GitHub Copilot thing already built into Cursor, as well as a run thing for Python. But what I want is the little chat composer feature. So I need to make an addition to this script to split my data randomly. We'll do 80% to 20% test to train ratio. We should, the training or the testing data should be placed into a folder named, or into a .csv file named test _ merged _ ratings .csv. The training data should remain the same outside of the test data, which should be removed. Cool, let's see. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, cool. So we'll use scikit-learn's train split function. Okay, interesting. All right, let's see what the actual changes are. So they're saying that we need to import something up here, and then we need to be able to split the data into train and test. And then we also have some comments here that are telling us some of these changes. So added the import for train test split the 20, and then make sure you have scikit-learn installed. If you don't, let me, actually, I don't know why I opened that. Let's go ahead and run, what was the command? Pip install scikit-learn. Let's see, pip 3 install and then scikit. How do you spell scikit? It's scikit-learn. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's fine. Okay, so we did not have scikit installed here, so we'll see what this can do. I think it would be really helpful. We'll see what magic we can concoct, and how long everything will take too. I might need to take a break in about a minute or two to get some water, but also to to turn the lights on because it's starting to get dark in here. But we will deal with that. Okay, yeah. So I update my pip version, and let's go ahead and try and run my script here. And then probably now will be like a good 30-second break for me to see if I can turn the lights on and maybe grab a bottle of water. So yeah, I'm gonna be literally right back. There we go. So much better. Lovely. And our script is still running, so we did not miss much. It is, to be fair, quite a large script. So let me see if we can go ahead and create a data set. And then consider zipping large directories for upload. Yes, I know. We'll go ahead and type up something nice on here and upload our first Gaggle data set. But first, let me go back and take a look at our VS Code, see that it's still doing its thing. Yep. Okay. Script is still running. This stuff is good. This is good. This is good. Okay. Well, I'm hoping it works. It looks like it works. I don't see why it wouldn't. Let me see. Hello. Can we do the file's opening logic in a for loop, like for I in range 1, 4? We probably could. But like I would probably have to, like, honestly, I'm not super familiar with Python. I don't want to mess it up right now, so I'm gonna let it do this for a second, and then if it works, we'll go ahead and revise the script, upload those changes to GitHub, and then go from there, if that's all right. I do agree with you. There are better ways to write this than what we've currently got. So there we go. That should be fine. I'm gonna like close out of I shouldn't close out of CoreML actually. Oh, I wish I added more comments in here, because this is taking a second. But yeah, I wish there was like a way for. I should have ran this in debug mode, but well, too late now. Last time it took like 2 or 3 minutes to run. So let me see. Is there a way to remove the duplicates? Oh, perfect. Yeah, so we got this index movies and think column. So now we need to merge everything, split the data, and save it, and then we'll be good to go. Yeah, totally try it on your own. I'm gonna ask Cursor for help, because yay, AI tools, and sometimes it's helpful. Duplicated calls to open for all 4 of the different .txt files. There totally is a way. Yes, we can refactor repeated code. Perfect. Right, create an array. Open file name as file. Okay. Ratings. Process ratings. Yeah. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna let this finish it. How big is our data frame? It's huge. It's, for context, I mean, if you look at the Netflix sales data set originally, or the Netflix, I keep calling them the Netflix sales, the Netflix prize data set, this was used for a Netflix, like a competition hosted by Netflix. It is, 17,770 files, 1 per movie. The first line of each file contains the movie ID, right? Movie IDs range from 1 to 17,770. There are 480,189 users, and some users, right, have rated movies on a scale of 1 to 5. Obviously, not all users have rated all movies. The like assortment from there is random. The movie ID does not correspond to actual Netflix movie IDs or IMDb movie IDs. But movie titles.txt then has information like movie ID, year of release, and title. So what effectively our script does, right, is it takes the information from movie titles.csv, right, which is movie ID, date, and name, and matches it with the information combined data, right, to make it all one big file instead of, okay, so there we go. So yeah, for context, it's about, what is that, 80,384,405, and then 20,096,102. Yeah, so there you go. It's about 100 billion different pieces of data, which fun. Is that even going to train in the next hour and 90 minutes? Who knows? But while it is training, we should be able to do some other stuff. So yeah, so now you can see, right, test merged ratings.csv. It's gonna take a while to open up this file, but either way, right, you can see some of the test ratings here, and then the the merged ratings, right, you have, you know, almost 3 gigabytes of data, which is why it's humongous, which is fun. But yeah, I think we can, in order to have people be able to actually use this stuff, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and implement these changes. I'm hoping that it's going to work. I will not try again, unfortunately. But this looks much cleaner already. Great. And so in here now, right, these are combined data 1, 2, 3, and 4.txt, and then movie titles.csv, and then merged ratings.csv, and text.csv. So what I want to do is create a new data set, right? And then look at all of my new data. So I have merged ratings.csv, and then of course test merged ratings.csv. We want to make this public. We'll make it MIT license, right? Yeah, we'll make it MIT license. And then the data set is Netflix prize data set for Swift, or what is it? Create ML recommender. And then let's upload the merge.py here, as well as the, we'll leave this for now. And then we'll hit create, upload the data set files, and go from there. My first tackle upload, very fun. So now while that's doing its thing, let's go over to GitHub and find our project for today, which is in repositories. We'll go to Scout. So this is an app built for GHW February using Create ML and the Netflix competition data set. So we'll first of all rename this Netflix prize data set to determine an individual's rating on a movie based on their previous preferences. So yeah, let's update readme.md. An individual's rating on the movie based on their previous preferences, and the preferences of other users with similar tastes. We'll do that. Commit changes, right? No, not cancel, commit. Yeah. And then in here, what I would want to do, right, is in part 1, yesterday, we just put up this little readme.md file, which we no longer need because we have our big readme.md, so we're going to delete this guy. Commit changes, delete part 1 readme.md, and instead we're going to do this merge.py. I did not set up the merge I did not set up automatic Git version history, mostly because we are going to hopefully in the same repository put in our lovely Swift project. So there's that. We have this, and then we can commit changes and update merge.py. Perfect. So this has our finalized script. And then, yeah, so when you're ready, your data set will be created automatically. So this is going to take a second to upload, I'm pretty sure. So what I would like to do is probably begin training our data set, and then also finally begin training our data set, and then also finally begin designing our app. So we're going to go into documents here, go back to where I stored this, and I'm actually going to delete these two guys. We no longer need them. In Scout script, is actually where I'm going to create this Create ML project. So going into Scout Script, I'm going to create a new document here and click on the recommendation. And in here, I'm going to call this Netflix Prize Recommender. No license, description we'll worry about later. It's going to go inside Scout Script and right in here. And then for our training data set, we're actually going to go to Scout Script and pick our merged ratings.csv file, which is going to take a second to upload, I'm sure. And then from there, we will pick our testing data as well. And then we will actually see what this does. This is uploading our data set. This is doing its thing. And for now, we do the very fun, very exciting part of waiting and seeing what happens. So we'll wait here for a second. In the meantime, while this is loading up and this is loading up, let's go ahead and go back to Xcode and go back to our default app here. Aha, perfect. So we have some sort of warning on our Create ML. We'll take a look. No user selected. Yes, so our user is our user ID, right? And it's taking a while to, kind of track that for everybody. And then we'll actually go through and see what we can do here. But this allows us to implement like a long search or like a trim file that we can use on device, which is really fun. I can hear the like humming of the fans on my computer as I attempt to work it way past its limit, which is, on the one hand, really fun. On the other, geez, I'm really pushing the guys. We don't need that right now. Still uploading. Okay. It looks like this one is about 17% complete, and this one's about 65% complete. Yeah, 70% complete and about 18% complete. So it's going to take us a while there. For items, we want to pick the name, and so it's going to increment that as well. And then for ratings, we're going to pick that actual ratings column. And then for testing data, we'll do the same thing. Also, I look like this one. But I cannot do it while I'm doing this. So we'll give it a second. I don't know why my computer's telling me that I have to run but I clearly don't. But that's besides the point, It happens sometimes. So it's gonna do this thing again. I'm gonna check on this upload, 80. Yep. So we'll go ahead and talk about this stuff a little bit. I should probably take a look at the Netflix prize data set. So let me do here. And look at the Netflix price data set. Let me see what their license was. License other specified in description. License other specified in description. Well, that's not. Where's the description? Okay, so this is the initial license. The training data came in 17,000 plus files, and then just giving files together and file sizes as low as possible. I combined them into 4 text files. Content was originally hosted here, and the price data set was initially hosted here. Cool. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. So it doesn't look like there is any other part that we need to do here. Then Create ML is still buffering, and this guy is about 26% uploaded. So in the meantime, I think, well, this is doing that thing. I do kind of want to ask, we'll close out VS Code here. I do kind of want to ask Cursor to help us design this app. So for context, what we're going to do is we're actually going to open instead Scout in here. All right, open this guy up. And then content view.swift and open up the chat window and say I, and then this, but that is cool, but still. Okay, so still 25 or so percent. What about create a mouse? Still doing the thing, which is taking its sweet time, geez. And this isn't even the training part, so who even knows how long that will take. Let me see here. Okay, so create a mouse, doing this thing. And then for cursor, I think I want to also make sure that, so I will be using the generated output from the recommender algorithm built into Create ML to make an iOS application to help you determine movies you will like based on other people's insights. Oh, it's based on other users' insights. I will need a screen to give initial ratings to movies I have seen. Okay, so I will need a login/sign up screen, an onboarding screen to rate, to add and rate movies I have seen, and then a home screen where movies from the database or from the recommender data set are sorted based on how likely I am to enjoy them. How would I go about starting to create this app? Let's see what we can do. Okay, I'll still help you structure your iOS app. Let's break this down. Here's where you can modify your content view, authentication view, create a view of login or sign up pages, including email or password field, create a multi-step process. Here's an example of how your off view could work, and a structure for your onboarding view, and things like that. Yes, true. Oh, you're still doing the thing? My goodness, we haven't even hit the train button. I wonder if we will need to like cut this data set into like a decent amount. Let me do this. Let's go to VS Code. And go to, yeah, because I'm wondering if our data set right now is just too big. I also don't want to mess with the current output of Scout script though, right? Because these are like files that we've already generated. And I don't want to mess with these guys, right? Because yeah, it's telling me there's like still 345 megabytes left to upload. And I'm worried if I start testing, right, then it's gonna start messing with these guys. I would like to shrink this data set when I want. Okay, well, yes, I agree. We're gonna need an authentication view, an onboarding view, and a home view. So I think what we need to do here then is go to our Xcode and then, right, so this is our content view, this is our initial app, which for now is clearly just, you know, this guy. Okay. Amazing, it did it. And then ratings is gonna be rating. Okay, so it did tell us a ton of different stuff about like the data sets, right? And then testing data will go in after there. But it should in theory work, which is awesome. Let's check on Kaggle as well. Okay, this is 75% uploaded. Awesome. Okay, cool. So we'll see what we can do in terms of like actually, creating the file and all that jazz. Oh, I meant to change the title. Okay, so this is doing the thing, and doing the spinning thing, and then doing that thing. But we will need definitely some views in here. So right now, right, it's set up that content view was going to be our main view here, right? So content view is going to be our main view, right? We kind of talked about this. Well, no, necessarily. The way that they have it set up is like, if authenticated, go to auth view. If completed, go to onboarding view. Otherwise, go to home view, right? And so that requires making, but I wonder if it does not just make more sense to build the authentication view. Can we rename content view to, or content view to auth view, and build onboarding view and home view as two new files to limit the amount of files. Okay, let's see. I still hear the buzzing of the fan, so I'm assuming this is still going. Yeah, cool. Okay, so let's click on So yeah, first of all, I'm going to also go ahead and rename this file. Right, and so this is going to be off view. So now if I go back to Xcode, right, and I take a look at this, right, we go to off view here, and on Scout app, instead of content view, I need to go to off view to start. And then take a look in here, right, let's see what lovely stuff we've come up with. Is login mode true? Email password has completed onboarding. Login, sign up, and then email, password. Okay, so we actually have to create these views. So we're going to click on file, new file from template, and that's going to be the parse with UI view. And so this will be the onboarding view. Perfect. And then finally, file, new file from templates with UI view again. This is going to be our home view. That's what we'll stick with for now. Cool, right? So then if we go back here, we can see has completed onboarding. So has completed onboarding. So I think Cursor made it so that our onboarding view has a ton of different changes. Let's accept this guy. And then finally our home view. And let's accept that and see what it does with this. Cool. So first of all, our score will not be a double. Our score will be an int, starting from 1 to 5. Let's see. Are you still buzzing? Yeah, you're still buzzing. Are you done uploading? Maybe. Yes, you are. Okay, amazing. Let's create that. Permissions dataset created was denied. What? Why? Well, let me create it as private for now. And click go to dataset. Okay, let me see if we can, how do we handle commas in movie title.csv? If you take a look at the VS Code section, because it's a CSV, it is just able to, with pandas, read the CSV as long as you add in the correct encoding. And then it is able to discern columns because it's automatically CSV. As opposed to, the only reason why it's processing as commas here is because the CSV is too large to load, and also that's how VS Code will process CSVs. So there is no actual commas in the CSV. It's like an Excel spreadsheet. Like it's a comma, like, well, actually, I don't know. Well, that's not true. Because CSV literally means comma separated values. Long story short, because I fed it the right encoding and knew what to do. That's pretty much it. True for consequence. 170, 1999. True for consequences NM. Ah, interesting. I think because of 1170, 1997. True for consequences NM. I think because it would still go line by line, right? Like it checks for a line, like each individual column. I don't see a reason why that would be. Yeah. I know in movie titles.csv. I did not see that being an issue, at least when I took a look. What was the one that you said? 1170, 1997? 1170. I don't have this NM part. I just have true for consequence in my movie titles.csv. So it's possible that my parsing got rid of that second part, my like pre-parsing, because I did remove from movie titles.csv initially. There was an extra column in there. I don't remember what it was off the top of my head, but I do remember there being an extra column that I definitely like made sure to take care of. First of all, this padding is absolutely awful. I'm gonna get rid of that. Ugh. I hate that. That looks ugly. Let's see what we can do here. Right, so it's gonna index and process stuff for a second. I don't know why it's taking so long. Probably because I have like 70 million things running at once. But also, yeah, okay. Do the extra in some movies. Yeah, I mean, that would probably make sense. Merge.py. Okay, so this is the script to generate merged ratings.csv and test underscore merged underscore ratings .csv. Cool. Oh, what crashed? This app? Really? Or this? Failed to launch Scout app in reasonable time. That's so interesting. Oh, in 15 seconds. Okay. Well, yes, because I've got 7 million things running all at once. I could have told you that. So script and test merge rating.csv files from the combined from the Netflix prize data set. So if we were to do this, Netflix prize data set, not strike through. Let me undo. Yep, Netflix prize data set. And then save this. And then, yeah, there you go, right? So movie IDs, each movie, each user, how many different like user IDs there are in specific categories, what they've rated something, and how many unique movies there were. So this is the Let's go to so this is the description. This one has detail. This is the merged ratings file for training, generated with merge.py. And so movie ID is numerical ID for a movie. User ID is numerical ID for a user. Rating is 1 to 5 stars, and name is movie name. Great, right? So this is separated 20% of separated test data set for, also realized my computer stopped buzzing. So there you go. So then testing data, right? If you're going and kind of add it in here, right? It'll pop in here, and then you can go through and then walk through the next steps. So you've got training data and testing data. Separated test data set for what is it? Separated test data set for using in create ML's recommender algorithm, generated with merge.py script using scikit learn to separate 20% test data using a predetermined random seed. Same thing, same. Yeah, cool. So there we go, right? So we have the different movies. Yeah, and then one movie apparently is not included in the test data set, which makes sense. And then, yeah, adding subtitles, adding tags, Stanford and render, created for GHW, February 2025, a combined data set to use of 80 million movie. There you go. Of 80 million movie rankings. We're gonna try to change it to public. Verify my account. Okay, hold on. I have to stop sharing my screen in order to do that because, well, we don't want my phone number on stream. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, there we go. I did get it published finally, so I was able to change the visibility from public to private. So there we go. And then we've got for actual settings though, right? Edit header and thumbnail image. We'd probably get a nicer header and thumbnail image. Hashtag. Data type would be popular. Subject is movies and TV shows. Geography and places is worldwide. The non-specific audience is beginner. Technique is, not gonna lie, don't know enough. Recommender systems, there we go. Packages, we got learn. We also have pandas. Task. Language architecture. Yeah, okay, we'll apply these tags. Add a description, upload an image, okay. And then specify provenance and specify update frequency and publish and upload. Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, we'll do all that because that sounds cool. Let's go back to create ML because it's not buzzing anymore. So yeah, training then, right? So we would have to do training, evaluation, preview, and output. So for actually hitting training, we would hit this train button and then would start this process in here. So we've officially started our training, which is awesome. And then for actual add description, we'll go through this. During GHW 2025, I wanted the opportunity to experiment more with the Create ML tools built into Xcode to create a recommender system. System. I had previously used Create ML to make a learning/test project, but nothing quite on this scale. Thanks to others' recommendations and Scour and Kaggle, I was introduced to the Netflix prize data set. Undo doesn't work in here. So Netflix prize data, yes. And then copy this. So introduced to the Netflix prize data set, which was used for a Netflix run and led contest to improve movie recommendation systems. Still processing, cool. Recommendation systems, right? To experiment with current tools, nothing quite on the scale, thanks to those recommendations. And Kaggle also introduced the Netflix prize data set, which was used for a contest to improve movie recommendation systems. In order to feed this data set into Create ML, a lot of cleaning and reorganization had to be completed. Create ML requires data sets to look a specific way. The merge.py script was used alongside the data sets or the data provided in Netflix price data to better merge data sets, to better organize this data set for learning purposes. It was also then used to separate test versus train data a specific way, having headers, header names, user IDs, titles, and ratings. They also, yes, I added headers to movietitles.csv. They also require separating test versus train data sets outside. The net merger project will be doing this to better organize this data set for learning purposes. The merge the script and 2 final data sets were uploaded onto this page. Examples of my create ML recommender. Okay, still processing. Will be uploaded later once training is completed. The create ML recommender will be uploaded will be uploaded once training is completed, alongside a completed prototype of the Swift UI application, which uses the recommender. Cool. So add a description, upload an image, specified provenance. So how do you source the data? Sources, collection methodology from Netflix. And then for actual update frequency, I don't think we will update this data at all. Okay. Eye-catching cover image and thumbnail. Yeah, but you can see that we added headers, right, into here because we have movie ID, user ID, rating, and name. And then let's see, still processing here. Then in Xcode we have this. Let's see if we can get it to run now. Okay, there we go, right? So login, sign up. Right, so now we have these guys. So then if we press login, right now it doesn't work like it works. Right, so movies, this helps us understand your taste, right? So by default, you want to give it from 0 stars to 5 stars. Yes, but like not. Okay, this is very random, but in the onboarding view.file, can you modify the text on the bottom of each rated movie so that it shows the amount of stars you are leaving instead of the number? You also do not need to account for half-star let's see what it does here. Right, so it's gonna modify these guys. Cool. Apply here and accept the file. And now let's see what would happen, right? If we go into Xcode, it's gonna refresh, of course. So if we were to go to the onboarding view, right, we could see it right here. So we have sample movies right in here. Right, so right now you can write, 5 of these movies. We would probably pick one of these. Yeah, okay, perfect. See, this is so much cuter. The one thing though is that these in home view, please, or not home view, onboarding view, need to start with default 1 star. And then also the rating needs to start with default 1 star. Like it needs to be from 1 star to 5 star. Also, I'm assuming that, something is messed up here. So we'll let it do this thing. And then let's look at, so here we're still training, started at, 5:04 p.m. But yes, somebody asked the question and I think I answered it. But yeah, we did add into movie titles.csv header files. Let's see, so movie ID, date, and name. And then into the combined data.txt, we added a bunch of stuff. Okay, so this is where we would create a notebook of some sort. Okay, cool. Check out the project. GitHub. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. GitHub, which we can grab for even more details. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and modify this on here. So a little bit on script and Kaggle, or so this will be the data set and script info. Yes, we'll do the data set and script info, and then we'll do the application info down here. So then for the data set and script info, we can do that during turning test project, and then we put on the scale. As a device data set. Our final version of the data set, or not our final, the final version of the data set. Data set was uploaded to Kaggle. And is available to be viewed by the public. The Kaggle data set also includes the merge.py script added here for those who would like to clean up the data from Netflix prize themselves, or for others to use in their own versions of the project. Cool. So this commit changes, update, perfect. So this is for Scout, and then if we go back to create ML, still processing. Why am I not surprised? Let's go back to pages. This is the VS Code section. So this is the VS Code section again. I keep opening VS Code when we open Xcode. Build to launch the app again in reasonable time. Can I see why? So there is a way to scroll on here. But there's a couple of things about this. First of all, this design looks absolutely terrible. Second of all, we don't want to use pre-made names. So there's a couple things I want to add. Add the ability for a user to search for any movie on the onboarding view. Instead of providing them with 6 movies to rate from the sample, provide them a smaller selection based on popularity to start. As a guide, mention that if the user is not sure where to start, that popular list of movies is included below. Cool. All right, sweet. Yeah, so right now it's doing that. Rating some movies. Perfect. Doing each movie rating row. Updating the file. Perfect. Still processing here. And then sample search results, simulated search results. Okay. Let's go back cursor. When someone is searching for a movie or has added at least one of their own searched movies, you should not display the hints for the popular movie section. Cool. So we'll go with this. See what we can come up with in here. All right. Yep. Do some modifications. Take a look at the testing data. Okay, still nothing, huh? Yeah, I don't know why I don't know why I am surprised here. Let me see if there's a way to modify this. Right now that the data is uploaded on Kaggle and stuff, if there's a way to modify this create ML so that we could do like a slightly smaller version. First of all, let's implement these changes and see what that even does. File. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay, so this doesn't even work right now, which is a whole other host of issues. So interesting. Either way, I really do not like this design whatsoever. So we'll see what we can judge up here. Let's go to cursor and say, I really do not like the design of this app. It seems super plain and quite boring. Could we go with a more movie inspired movie or TV inspired design? Let's see what it comes up with. I'll redesign with darker colors, movie inspired styling, and visual hierarchy. Thank you. Let's see what it actually comes up with. I'm really curious, honestly. Popular pics. Yes, with some emojis I'm seeing. Successful. Open extension for hex colors. Whoa. Hold on. So let's see what this even did. Right, so if I now go to Xcode and I take a look at this, I have a feeling this could look like two different apps, honestly. How are we doing training? Still happening. Fair enough. Okay. So first of all, I hate the yellow. Okay. Start with these higher favorites and then the search movies. Much better, but a few comments. Number one, let's move the color extension to a separate file for better programming practices. Then number two, let's see what else. Yeah, we do kind of need a zero because by default 0 means no score. Then the next thing is I hate the yellow color. And we select a different color. And then number three, the search movies help text is still gray. Which is impossible to see with the modified search bar color. Cool. So let's do this. Thank you. There's a gradient on here? Where? I see it. Oh, and then the button turns yellow. Okay, that's kind of cute. Wait, I kind of like that. That's much better than. Okay. Let's apply this. And then let's also apply this. Command Enter for this file, and Command Enter for this file. Oh, it actually made the folder too? Oh, look at you. Let's see what it did with this. Cool. All right. Okay. I kind of do like the red a lot more than I liked the search movies. Okay, this is a lot better. Yeah. Cool. Rate your movies, help us discover your place in cinema. Help us discover your, maybe let's do help us discover your preferences. Rate your movies, help us discover your preferences, popular picks, start with these favorites, fiction, and then when we search, right, we search the matrix now. Okay, cool. And then yeah. Okay, cool. So that works a lot better now, obviously. Still processing, huh? Okay, cool, I guess. Instead of an API, I have a movie recommender create ML project currently training. When that is finished, how would I incorporate it? I am mainly looking for a way to use the create ML project to avoid API calls. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so I'd have the movie model. Web movie data set, yeah. Predictions, update the home videos, the recommender. Yeah, that's not what I'm asking. JSON file with your movie data set. If I give you the .csv of movie names and IDs, can you help me generate a JSON file I can then use to create the movies in the iOS app, or to select the movies on the onboarding screen? So let's grab movie titles.csv, shall we? Wait, undo import. There we go. Yeah, movie titles.csv. Cool. I have added the file as context. Okay, cool. Let's see what it does here. Ooh, it's buzzing. Still processing. Let's do number 1 first, and place it into my app in the correct location. One, 2, and 3. Yeah, let's do all 3 of those. Okay, perfect. Let's do all 3 steps. First, save this Python script. Awesome. So this would go probably into my VS Code. In Scout script, I want to create a new file called, what is it? CSV to json.py. Cool. Do not need dates. Set up resources. Okay. So I would need to create a new folder. Call it resources. Amazing. And then in resources, create a new file called movies.json. Let's also delete this from here. We don't want movie titles.csv clogging up the trash. Cool. So movies.json is in here. Then in the actual VS Code part, CSV to JSON, movie titles.csv, and then let's run that. So we're going to run the script. Movies.json is already generated. Popular and all. Amazing. What do I do? Shift, is it shift? How do I select all in VS Code? Forgot. Select all in, VS Code. Control. Okay, Control A. Nope. Command A? Aha, got it. So let's then move it onto in here, Command V, or nope, only once. Yes, perfect. So we have all of these. What's the error up here? I am seeing an error in movies.json, but I can't find it. Let's see. Cool, it's looking through it. Yeah, Command A, thank you. Well, I can't find it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Oh, I see it. Hold on. I accidentally pasted the movies twice. Okay, hold on. Let's use the power of AI to hopefully give myself a headache. Can you delete everything after? Yeah. We want to delete the everything after line 71085. Cool. Yeah, or I could I could do it this way. Let's see what it could does. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I might just like Command A, right? Delete, and then Command V. Sometimes, yeah, using AI is not the most helpful. Perfect. Got it. So we have a movies.json. Okay. And then the extensions, and then how can you help me select the popular movies from this list? Let's see what we can come up with. Still processing our data. Are these actually movies in here, by the way? 17627, is that actually the movie? 1767. Okay, wait, yes. Okay, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Add more movies to the list. Let's do that. Okay, perfect. No, this is good. Let's do that. Oh, perfect. Now it's like, now that we have this list, let's work on onboarding view, which was awesome. Wait, can you actually apply this first? Apply. And then they're saying that you need to apply this to onboarding view. Okay. Let's try this. Can you organize the movies in the popular list alphabetically? Cool. Let's see if this works. Okay, nice. The blob. Okay, and it doesn't use T's. Okay, nice. Perfect. Oh, well, it doesn't work. That's fine. Let's do Command A, and then Command C. And once again, and then get rid of these two lines on the bottom here, and then what the existing popular. Perfect. All right, sweet. This looks good. Okay, so this is a bunch of different movies in here. All right, perfect. So now if we go back to yes. Okay. Like 16 minutes left. Hold on, this is wild. Anyway, digress. But yeah, let me check on onboarding view.swift, see what this looks like now. So cannot find type movie in scope. Okay, let's see. So cannot find type movie in scope. Lots of movie stuff. Okay. So cursor. I am getting the error. Cannot find type movie in scope all over the new onboarding view.swift file. Yeah, I know how to fix it. You have to make a movie object, but it's going to be so much quicker if they just do it. Yeah, so you need to make a movie.swift in models. Yep. Perfect. Cool. Let's see how much of this it can actually even do. Okay. This is one of the times where like I really, really wish we had a part 3 because man, there's so much more to get done. You know what? Yeah, there's no time tomorrow. Makes sense, but unless I did like something insane, like super early morning. Or I did a 1 hour. Like final hurrah. No. Yeah, no. Anyway, failed to build. Cannot find movie data in scope. Okay, first of all, let's go to Xcode here, click on this, and we got invalid redeclaration of movie data. Hold on, where's movie data? So we're gonna remove that. Oh, is that gonna fix it? If so, it's gonna be crazy, but makes sense. Okay, let popular be of type movie at all be of type movie ID and name with hashing and all that jazz. Let's see if this works. No. So cannot find movie data in scope still, and cannot convert. Cannot find movie data. 2 errors to fix. Let's go to what is it? Onboarding view. Then what is it? Chat with the code base. Command K. This is the error I get on this line. Let's see this. And then I also got an error further on down, right? What do you mean movie has no name? It's title, isn't it? Well, yeah, this is why AI is bad sometimes. Cool. I wonder how long this will even take to run. And this is on line 117, right? The cursor. Okay. The other thing though is I do want to now, in that case, remove movie card from down here because now it's an invalid redeclaration. So we want to get rid of this here. Cannot find type view and scope. Oh yes, because you forgot all about imports. Because of course you did. So this is movie card .swift. All right, let's see this. Let's see what we got, if anything. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Oh, if this works. Starts with these crap things. Oh. Okay, well, it is way too slow. Popular movies. It does look cool. I do like it a lot. There is a bunch of very obvious errors in it. The main one being that, you know, if you try to type into it, it has to index 18,000 movies, so then it crashes. The other one being I made the data set too big and then spent way too much time putting it together, and now it's still not done processing. Probably need to kill the terminal. Or kill previous, close out of this guy. And then reopen it. And reopen Scout. And then say. Because even the popular movies are not loading, right? It's popular movies. What's the max limit Create ML can handle with speed? I did like I want to say like 1,000 objects in about like 2 minutes, if that. Like, it was so quick with 1,000 objects. Granted, it wasn't a recommender, it was a tabular regression. So I wonder if that's what didn't help. But honestly, I could not tell you. Like, to be fair, I am pushing it to its limits here. This is like, what was it? 80 million pieces of movies. Like, this is like 80 million ratings or something like that. That's absolutely insane, like what I'm trying to accomplish here. Especially in like 2 hours. Or, you know, sure, 4 hours. But maybe if I had, you know, like finished the training yesterday and then had done it today, then that would have been way more fun. But this is honestly the most excited I've been about like a global hack week project in quite some time. Okay, so currently the app behaves very slowly when you start searching for a movie. Could you figure out a way good for user experience to improve this process? Also, I am not sure why, but the popular movies to start are not loading. So it's working through how to improve this. What I do want to do though is a couple of things, right? I do want to actually like push up these changes. Oh, cache movies. That's so interesting. Oh, there goes my light. It flickers sometimes. Oh, there we go. Okay. There's slightly too much padding on the bottom of this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, show my recommendations. Let's see. Can you decrease the amount of space for the button and increase the amount of space for the movie recommendation? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There's so much cool stuff to do here, but we have literally 4 minutes left. And that's why I'm like, no. I'll make the button more compact. I don't necessarily want it more compact. I just want less padding. I'm gonna see if it understood what I wanted here. I'm gonna see VStack 20. Yeah, let's see what it did here. And then go back to Xcode, look at the preview. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. Still not a ton. Like, I wish it was slightly, like, actually now I wish that show recommendation had a little bit more padding. Honestly, like, instead of bottom, maybe add the 8 padding up to the top. Let's see what that does. Yeah, I feel like this is a lot. Yeah, the blob, perfect, right? Because you've got a bunch of, store these crowd favorites, right? And then if I type in here, I type in okay, nice. Okay, so this actually works from the JSON. Help. Okay, nice. This is fun. Yeah, okay, very cool. This is actually, I really like this. Okay, awesome. We did great. Let's get this onto GitHub, shall we? And then we will go from there. So let me do it this way. We're gonna go to terminal, and I'm gonna CD all the way up to where this guy is, which is in Scout. CD here. Fun trick, by the way. And then I want to, how do I add an existing repo? How to add file to GitHub repo. Yeah. No, like add project repo. Not like upload. I don't want to like, like, I don't want to clone it, right? With mismatched version, or like, would it be like git clone that, right? Yeah, and then it's saying fatal destination scout already exists. And it's not a empty directory, right? So like, yeah, so then if I tried now git clone, right? Yeah, so it's saying that scout already exists and is not an empty directory, which is the issue. So if I instead, that's what I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't know how to do that off the top of my head. Oh, and we're running right into the next stream. Okay, scout exists and it's not an empty directory. The root folder. Okay. Clone a repository that already has content in an existing folder that already contains, in this case for the root folder. Okay, so cd /. Okay, git, okay, I need to cd into scout, git init, okay, git remote add origin. Wait, nope. Git remote. Okay, hold on. Let's not do that. Git init already initialized. So git remote add origin, and then the repository URL. Perfect. Git pull. use that, sure. Git pull the remote and the branch. So git pull this remote and this branch, right? Main. Okay, good. Yes. Then config rebase false. Perfect. Git checkout that main dash f already on main. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Git branch. Okay. Yeah. Git branch set object. Okay. Done. Git branch. Just set upstream to origin / main. Okay. Okay, cool. And then git push or git add all, git commit -m iOS app, git push. Okay, git pull. Yes, git pull -- allow unrelated histories, right? This is the thing. Yeah, and then this is the = WQ. And then git pull now, git push now. Got it. Amazing. We did it. I think the app will now be in here. Yep, Scout, Xcode project, and Scout. All right. Well, we do not have a ton of time, Kari. Git repull rebase. I know. I got super into the last end here, but here's what I want to end on. First of all, thank you very much for coming. We have a stream scheduled to start 3 minutes ago, so I want to make sure that I'm not cutting too much into their time. So if you want to give me feedback, if you had a great time, or you didn't, both of those are fine. Make sure you go ahead and do that over on that link that I just dropped in the chat. The next thing is I will see you in our next little hack week, because we're done for this one. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for coming. It's going to be a super quick ending. I'm literally going to disappear in about 5 seconds, and the stream will end in 5 more. So if you are looking for mlh.link /GHW feedback, give me some love. Would be much more helpful. That's pretty much it. I'm going to head out. Enjoy my evening. And I will see you all in Little Hack Week March. Bye, friends.